Welcome back to It's Cooking Good. Today we're going to be making jerk chicken. This is actually another subscriber recommendation who have asked me to make it. Actually 5 people, which when you've only got just over 100 subscribers like me, that's quite a big proportion of your audience. So I thought I'd better do it, and I'm going to love doing it because I love jerk chicken. So let's have a look at the ingredients. Here we've got an orange, just a whole orange. I've got about 1/4 of a red onion, which I've just finely diced. Don't worry about what any of this looks like, 'cause it's all going to go into a blender. Got 4 spring onions, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, could be muscovado. I've just used light brown sugar, that's what I had. I've got a tablespoon of freshly grated ginger. I've got 3 garlic cloves. I've got a little bit of nutmeg. In here, I've got a teaspoon of allspice and of cinnamon. Got some fresh thyme here, and then of course these bad boys, the chilies. Now these are the Scotch bonnets. They are potent. I've got 3 here. I'm not sure if I will have the guts to use all 3, but I may do. I haven't decided yet. I've also got some soy sauce, some red wine vinegar. Use white wine if that's what you've got, and also we're going to use the juice of a lime. So what we need to do first off is basically get this all blitzed up. So I'm just going to use this blender here, and I'm going to chuck pretty much everything in here. Excuse the noise, it's a lovely day today, which makes a nice change. So I thought I'd cook outside, but we do have the air traffic noise, so excuse me. Go in with our garlic. It's literally this simple. We're just chucking all of it in to here. Just get all of that out, like so. Our allspice and cinnamon. I'm going to go in with the thyme. I'm just throwing it in with the stalks and all, because it's going to be blended. This is the marinade. I don't think you'll even notice it. Oh, a little bit more there. If the wind calms down, we're going to go in with our nutmeg. Now, I'm making the marinade today, but you won't actually see me cook this till tomorrow. So there will be a little bit of camera trickery today. I might be wearing a different outfit, you never know. That's it. Good few rasps of our nutmeg, and I'll put that nutmeg over there. Now, the chilies. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm going to do the orange and lime first. Let's just cut that. Use my little gadget here. Bring it back up here. And just put all of that juice in there. Don't worry again about the pips even. Just chuck it all in, because you won't taste it. You won't even see it. It's fine. And again with the other half. That's it. And then our lime, just give it a little roll around, just releases as much juice as you can. And the lime, looks like the wildlife are pleased that we're out here as well today. That's it. 1 lime and the other. Like so. Get it all out. That's it. Get rid of that. Go in with our soy sauce. I'm using a dark soy sauce, which is sort of less salty, if you like, than a light soy sauce. Just get a cloth for this. It's a little bit stiff. There we go. I'm not even going to bother putting salt and pepper in this, because I'm figuring, not being funny, chilies, I'm not sure you're going to taste much salt and pepper, to be fair. So we're just going to do that. Let's tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some gloves on. I don't want to be caught out with this. Scratch my eyes or go to the toilet or something. Could be catastrophic.
A few moments later.
I always have the same problem with these gloves. I don't know why I bother.
A few moments later.
Okay, both gloves are now on, thank God. Right, I'm just going to do that, and I'm just going to cut it down the middle. I'm not going to bother chopping it too much. I think I'm going to go with 2. I can always try it and see how it comes out. Let's just do that. Oh, do you know what? Let's go with all 3. Why not? It's jerk chicken. Just chop that off like so. And there we go. Okay, let's get our blades and let's do that up. And we're just going to blitz that. So I don't know how loud this would be, but I know when I'm stood here, it's very, very loud. So let's turn that on. Just give it about 20 seconds. If that, it looks done. That's it, and that's what you're looking for. Let's have a smell. Oh wow, smells delicious. Okay, right. So get rid of that. With my gloves still on, I've got some lovely chicken leg portions here, which are actually on the bone. So I'm just gonna take these off here, and we're gonna just put some nice sort of slits in them so that we can get that flavour into the meat. Just like so. One. Make sure you've got a nice sharp knife. Two. Sort of pinch that up a little bit. Three. I'll tell you what, I've got these sort of, I think it's a little wasp flying around. I'll tell you what, if it gets a little whiff on that jerk sauce, I think he's going to regret it. Right, okay, let's get our jerk seasoning. And literally, I'm just going to pour that all over the chicken. Now, I'm marinating this overnight. As I said, if you don't have that time, don't worry, just as long as you can is best. Just get rid of that. Let's move that out of the way. The longer the better with this, it really is. But it will take on this flavour, no problem at all. Let's just give it all a good shimmy around like so. Make sure it's all nicely covered. Yeah, happy with that. Make sure the underside is, yep. And that's it. I'm just going to cover that with some foil. It will sit in the fridge till tomorrow, when we'll be back to see you again, and we will cook up the rest of the dish. And we're going to be serving this with a lovely mango salsa and some rice as well. So I look forward to seeing you shortly. Okay, so we are back 24 hours later. These bad boys have been marinating overnight. I can still smell them. They smell delicious already, even through the foil. I wasn't redundant yesterday. I was doing some other stuff. I actually made another recipe, which you'll see in the next week or so, which is my Italian burgers, or as I like to call them, my bellissimo burgers. So look out for those. They will be on the channel. So let's have a look. Let's move on to what we're here for today, which is the chicken. Look at that. It's really taken on the colour actually, and the smell, as I say, it smells amazing. So we're going to be cooking it on the green egg today, and I've preheated it to 200 degrees. I'm not sure you can see that. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to cook them indirectly first. I'm not sure exactly how long these are going to take, but I would say probably a good half an hour, and then some resting time too. What we want is an internal temperature for the chicken to be at 74 degrees C. I will put them onto the direct heat when they get to about 65, because I don't want to overcook them, but I want to make sure obviously they are cooked. So there we go. We're just going to lay those on there like so. I'm going to leave this up here because I will baste them probably midway through. So we'll close that lid down and let those do their thing. As I said, I think I said they're on 200 degrees C. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook some rice with this. Now, I didn't want something that was going to be too overpowering. I think that's going to be pretty powerful on its own. So I've decided to do a garlic, lemon and coriander rice, which I thought would go well with it. I know jerk chicken normally goes with rice and peas. I'm not a big fan myself, so I thought I'd do something else which I thought would go well with it. Hopefully you'll like this one. So let's get this hob on, put it on a manual cook. Let's get that on there. And I'm just going to go in with a little bit of oil. This is just normal olive oil, like so. Get my cloth, perfect, okay. And then I've got 3 cloves of garlic here. What we want to do is just season the oil, and I'm just slicing them, doesn't matter how. I like garlic, so I want plenty of it in there. Like so. Excellent. There we go. Let's get that in the pan. Last little bit there. And let's just fry that off gently. Let this heat up. To the rice also, we're going to add some spring onions, okay? So we're just going to trim those up, like so. That can go in there. And then just slice them up, doesn't matter how. All of it as well. I love the green bits. I think they make a great flavour in any dish. So I'm going to put plenty in there. I'll leave those last bits, like so. Don't need those. Okay. Just get rid of that. Oh, losing some here. Perfect. And we're also going to be adding some lemon to the rice. We're going to use the zest of that, and we're going to use some coriander. Okay, so I've got some coriander here. And that will probably be enough. We're just going to chuck that in whole. So this is now starting to sizzle nicely, and that's exactly what I want. Let me just get a spoon here. And I want this to be really garlicky, really garlicky. That's it, perfect. And I'm going to add in those spring onions now, okay? Like so. Get them all off here. Perfect. Just sizzle those up a little bit. Don't need any colour on it. It's just flavouring that oil. Okay. Perfect. So, rice. I've actually, I don't know, I've done a bit of a sort of hybrid rice type thing here. I've got some normal plain American long grain rice, and then we had some red rice, which I thought actually that looks pretty cool. It would add a bit of interest into the dish, add a bit more colour. So I've just added a small touch of that red rice, not a lot, but this is obviously a cup of rice, so we're going to go in with that. And I just want to stir that through, just to take up some of that flavour, like so. Perfect. And you can just go in with your coriander. I'm going in with stalks and all, everything. It's just all going to go in. There you go. And our lemon. And I'm going to use the zest and the juice of this. There we go. Obviously, if you're doing this, make sure it's not a waxy lemon. It doesn't add a nice flavour to the dish at all. Perfect. Get rid of that. And then just chop this in half. Catch this with my hands. Don't want any pips in there really. There's one. Just move that out of the way. And the other half. Give it a good old squeeze. Perfect. Wipe my hands up. Just give that a stir around. And that's what you want. I don't know if you can see that. There. Lovely. Exactly what we're looking for. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with some stock. So I'm using vegetable stock. You can use chicken stock. Ideally chicken or vegetable would probably be best. We put 1 cup of rice in. So I'm going to add 2 cups of stock. It's basically a 2-to-1 mix. Hopefully I've got enough here. Perfect, okay. Like so. I'm going to add a pinch of pepper and of salt. And that is it. We'll give it a stir around, like so. And then I'm going to turn this down because what I want is just to simmer. I'm going to put a lid on it. I'm going to turn the heat down and we're going to let that simmer. It's probably going to take about 10 to 15 minutes. The great thing about this rice, if you do it this way, it's going to sit. You can leave it to sit, add a little bit more stock when you need it, reheat it, whatever. It keeps really, really well. Okay, so the final part of our dish tonight is going to be our mango salsa. So we're going to need some mango. Now, I bought this from the shop. It was, you know, the ones you buy in the little packs from like Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Waitrose, wherever. And I've just cut it up into slightly smaller bits. I bought this because my daughter wanted some mango, so that's what I got. I'll be honest, I actually like it with tinned mango. I know that may sound a bit odd, but it's nice because it's really, really sweet, adds natural sweetness into it, and it is excellent. But we're going to work with this, and I know it will just be as good. So I've got some more of that coriander here, and all I'm going to do is just chop it up a little bit. Don't chop it up too fine. I quite like big pieces, to be fair. I love coriander. And let's add that in. Actually, I'll bring this over here on this board. Just get rid of all that. Okay. Chili. This isn't a hot one. It's not like the Scotch bonnet. We're going to get the heat, obviously, from the chicken tonight. So I'm just going to use a normal chili. Use whatever colour you've got or whatever you've got. And I just want to slice that really, really finely. Make sure your knife is sharp. But I am going to put quite a bit of chili in. Seeds and all. Perfect. Okay. Let's get that in there. Going with that. That's it. Next, I'm going to use half a red onion. So I've already sort of peeled this. I'm just going to slice it straight down the middle, like so. Keep that. We'll use that for something else. And just slice it like so. You want it quite fine, because you don't want to have like massive mouthfuls of red onion. Perfect. That's it. And we'll get that in there as well. And then lastly, we're going to add some lime juice. Actually, not lastly, I forgot. I'm going to add a little bit of that hot honey I use. I don't know if you guys have seen it, the video we made, which was the southern fried chicken with the cheesy waffles, and I used it on that, and it is fantastic. If you get a chance to get some, definitely do. So just go in with that lime, squeeze it all out. Perfect. And the other half. That's it. Get it all out. Just wipe my hands. A little bit of salt. I'm not going to have pepper, just a little bit of salt and some of that hot honey. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Just get a spoon. Let's just give this a stir around just to incorporate it all. The colours look amazing. Let's hope it tastes as good as it looks. It's weird because I haven't had jerk chicken for quite a while. I used to make a lot of jerk chicken, and this recipe that I use for all of these dishes, I've used for a long, long time. But I'm not just kidding you when I'm telling you I'm really looking forward to this dinner tonight. I really am. So thank you for asking us to cook it. Right, let's just give that a little go. A little bit off there. Amazing. Perfect. I'm going to put that in the fridge. Well, I'm going to check on the chicken, and I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, so we're just going to give this a baste. Actually, this is cooking really well. I just checked the temperature and we're about halfway there. So it's actually cooking really quickly, which is great. Just give it a baste in this sauce. Oh, it's so good, this sauce. If it hadn't have had chicken in it, I'd definitely be drinking it. Well, I don't know yet, I'll tell you. With those chili peppers, I might not be. That's it, get it really nicely covered. Perfect. And we'll check back in a little while. Okay, so I've just checked these. They've all reached 65, which is what I want. We now need to cook them a little bit further till they get to 74. So I'm just going to flip them over. I want them now skin side down over the coals, like so. Get them all on. Got a lovely colour. I have basted them twice in that time because I just cannot waste that delicious sauce. So there we go, there they are. I reckon probably about another 8 minutes. The rice is almost done. I'll keep you posted. We'll see you shortly. Okay, so total cook time, I pulled them out and rested them with some foil over, has been 35 minutes. So not too shabby at all. Let's uncover them, let's have a look what they look like. To me, they look great and the smell is phenomenal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move that over here and let's plate it up. We're going to serve it family style tonight. So grab a piece of the chicken there, let's just pile them up. Try and make it look a bit sort of chefy style here. Like so. Lovely. Let's go in with our rice. So our rice, if you can see that, perfect. So I cooked it for the time. It actually took 15 minutes on this hob. Again, adjust the times compared, you know, depending on what device you're cooking it on. But that is perfect, and it's just been sitting there resting. So I'm going to dish some of this up. Like so. Get it all on there, look. Lovely. And then our salsa, our mango salsa. I just think this will go really well because of the sweetness of the mango. It should dull down. Not that I know how hot that chicken is yet, but knowing how many of those chilies we put in it yesterday, I'm pretty sure I'm going to want something. Oh, let's just go in with it. Look at that. Get it all out. I'm very happy with the way it looks. Let's just hope it tastes the same. Okay, so the only thing left to do is give it a go. Before I do that though, I forgot to mention at the start of the video, like I normally do, sorry, wildlife. The thank you to F. Conisbee and Son of Surrey, who supplied the chicken. It is absolutely amazing. Again, always shop local if you can. They do fantastic meat there, and I definitely recommend paying them a visit. And also remember, I did it on the barbecue. You don't have to do it on the barbecue. If you haven't got a barbecue, just do it in the oven. It will come out just as good, I promise you. Really, really good. Okay, so let's give it a go. And I can't wait. Been waiting 24 hours, almost over now. Okay, let's get a bit of this chicken. Let's get a little bit of the rice. Got to try a bit of everything, haven't I? And a little bit of the salsa. There we go. Okay. Let's go in here. Cooked perfectly. I can see that straight away. I'm going to try this on its own first. That is very good. That really is cooking good. Weirdly, I thought it would be a lot spicier than it is. I think the sugar's dulled it down, but now I'm getting the heat afterwards. First of all, what I got was the sugary taste. Now I'm getting the heat, but it's fine. It's not overpowering. It's absolutely perfect. Let's try this rice. Sorry, wildlife again. They all want to get a bit of the action. Rice is excellent. The red rice worked really well with it. I can taste the garlic, the lemon. I've got to try a bit more of that chicken with some of this salsa. That's what I want to try. Let's get some of that in. Bit of that red onion. Oh, this is going to be a mouthful of heaven, I know. Very, very good. Guys, give it a go. I know there was a lot of ingredients concerning the chicken, but to be fair, it's actually a really simple dish to put together, and it tastes so good. It will really impress your family and your friends, I'm sure of that. I will leave all of the recipe details and all the quantities down below in the description as always. Please do like and subscribe if you've liked the content that you've seen today. There's more videos coming, and I'll look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. It's cooking good.